Hello, and welcome to Perspectives, a series dedicated to one-sided sagas. These stories might come from us or our most valued guests. Please enjoy.
During my college years, I worked at an amusement park known as Silver Dollar City. If you've ever been there, you'll know that the park is designed as an 1800s city in the Ozark Mountains. When you work there, everything revolves around keeping the theme. For example, I could carry a pencil while I was in costume, but that pencil could not have an eraser, because erasers had not been invented in that time period. Other things not allowed: paper cups, and talking with other coworkers about modern life, like movies, where you went last night, your car, those types of things. As an employee anywhere in the park, it's your job to keep up the illusion that the guests are truly visiting a city in the Ozarks from long ago. And that was my favorite part of the job. There are many memorable and fun, amusing tales I could tell you about working at Silver Dollar City, but one of my favorite stories has to do with perspectives. I worked on one of the more popular rides, the Lost River of the Ozarks. It's a whitewater rafting ride, and yes, you will get wet on this ride. On this particular day, I was managing the line as the grouper. The line was long, and we had opened the maze. You know, the part of the line that makes you go back and forth through the same space several times. More people, less space. Anyway, the grouper stands at the front of the line and asks how many people are in your party. He does his best to seat everyone together and keep the boats full. No empty seats means faster lines. Because the actor in me likes to make it fun and play the role, it always went a little like this. Howdy! How many of y'all are there today? 2. Alrighty then. You two go right over there to stall number 3 and stand behind that one yeller line. Well, hiya, youngin'. How many of you are there? 3. 3. You go to stall number 2 and you stand there behind that yeller line and wait for that boat to come and they'll tell you what to do. And on and on. Now, when I do this, I'm also pretty loud. I want the rest of the line to hear. After all, they've all been standing in line for at least an hour. Anything is entertaining at this point, even me just grouping people. So once, as I'm about to turn around to watch the boats leave and give them a goofy wave, I hear and see a lady say, "Did you hear that? He said, yeller." Now, she's a few minutes back in the line still, and doesn't notice that I heard her. I smile. It's time to turn up the heat. I start talking more and more like this, trying to be a little louder and a little more hillbilly. Now I know for sure she can hear me, so I just keep right on going, talking like this. After a few minutes of me playing up my hillbilly character, she's at the front of the line. She's an older lady, but very groomed and proper. She looks very out of place in a line for a water ride at an amusement park. I look right at her. I pause. I then shift into my best posture, pull my hands into a butler pose, and in my best proper British accent, "Good day, madam. I'd like to welcome you to our ride. How many in your party today?" She doesn't answer. He says, 2. "Very well, right this way." And I escort her and her husband to one of the stalls. Upon reaching it, I casually say, "If you'd be so kind to wait patiently behind that yellow line for one of our attendants, they'll be right with you to put you on the boat." Her face was turning bright red, but I wasn't done yet. I walked off, grouped the rest of the boats in that set, and then came back to ask where they were from. "Oh, hello, love. How are we today? 'Tis a fine day for a ride on me ship." Pray tell, in case you don't come back, where shall we send your remains? He replied slowly, Wisconsin. I spun, went back to the folks waiting in line. Ahoy, me hearties! Now, when it was time for her and her husband to board, I approached the couple again. Well, I do declare, your boat is ready for departure. I do suggest you hold on tight. Oh, and be prepared. I heard tell it's an exceptionally wet ride today. I waved as their boat floated out of the dock. But I couldn't resist one more. As they came back into the dock to exit the ride, I traded places with a coworker so I could unload their boat. Thank you very much. I see you have water from river. You keep as souvenir. Thank you for coming. She never said a word to me the whole time, just looked at me and walked away.
That concludes this episode of Perspectives. Don't forget to follow, like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. If you want more Squabble to continue forever, check us out on Patreon, link in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will snap you later.